Stop sharing your dreams until you're winning. Why silence makes you stronger. Many people love to talk about their dreams. They talk before they start. They talk while nothing has happened yet. They talk when the dream is still weak. At first, it feels good. You feel excited. You feel important. You feel like something big is coming. But here is the truth. Talking too early can destroy your dream. Most people do not understand this. They think sharing brings support. They think sharing brings motivation. They think sharing makes dreams real. But often the opposite happens. Sharing too much makes dreams weaker. A dream is like a small fire. When the fire is small, wind can kill it. Noise is like strong wind. Too many words create too much wind. This is why silence matters. Silence protects your dream. When you keep quiet, your dream stays warm. It grows slowly. It grows safely. You do not need applause at the beginning. You need focus. You need discipline. You need time. Many people want attention. Few people want results. When you tell everyone your dream, you invite opinions. Opinions are dangerous. Not because people are evil, but because people see life from their own fear. Someone failed before, so they tell you it is impossible. Someone never tried, so they tell you it is risky. They do not mean to hurt you, but their words still hurt. Words enter your mind. They create doubt. Doubt slows you down. Slow action kills dreams. This is why winners move quietly. They do not announce. They do not explain. They do not defend their choices. They work. They observe. They improve. They understand one thing. Results speak louder than plans. Silence is not weakness. Silence is preparation. When you stay silent, you save energy. Energy is limited. Every conversation costs energy. When you explain your dream, you spend energy. When you argue, you lose energy. When you defend your plan, you leak energy. That energy should go into action. Action is expensive. It needs focus. It needs patience. Talking is cheap. Action is rare. This is why most people talk and few people win. If you want to be different, act different. Start with silence. Silence helps you listen. Listening helps you learn. When you talk less, you hear more. You notice patterns. You see mistakes earlier. Silence gives you clarity. A noisy mind cannot see clearly. A quiet mind can see far. When your mind is quiet, you feel stronger. You trust yourself more. You depend less on approval. Approval is addictive. It feels good, but it makes you weak. When you need approval, you give others power. They decide how you feel. Winners take their power back. They stop asking for permission. They do not need everyone to agree. They only need to keep moving.
Silence helps you build inner confidence, not loud confidence, quiet confidence. Quiet confidence is stable. It does not shake easily. Loud confidence breaks fast. It needs constant praise. This is why silence creates strength. Think about strong people you respect. They do not explain everything. They do not complain loudly. They choose their words carefully. They speak when it matters. When they speak, people listen. Why? Because silence gives weight to words. If you talk all the time, your words become noise. If you speak rarely, your words become signal. Signal is valuable. Noise is ignored. Your life works the same way. When you share everything, people stop caring. When you share less, people become curious. Mystery creates respect. Oversharing kills respect. Respect is important. It affects how people treat you. It affects opportunities. But respect starts with self-respect. When you protect your dream, you show self-respect. You tell the world your dream matters. You do not expose it to careless words. You do not let random opinions touch it. This is maturity. Being quiet does not mean being lonely. It means being selective. You still can share, but only with the right people. The right people listen more than they talk. They support without controlling. They encourage without judging. These people are rare. Most people do not deserve access to your dreams, not because they are bad, but because they are not invested. Your dream costs you everything. It costs them nothing. So protect it. Another truth. When you talk about your dream, your brain feels rewarded. You feel progress without progress. This is dangerous. Your brain cannot always tell the difference between talking and doing, so it relaxes. Relaxed people delay action. Delayed action kills momentum. Momentum is fragile. Silence protects momentum. When you work quietly, momentum grows. No one interrupts it. No one questions it. You move faster. This is why silence accelerates success. Look at nature. Seeds grow underground. No one sees them. Roots grow in darkness, not in the open. Only after they are strong they appear. Dreams work the same way. First silence, then strength, then results. If you show your dream too early, it gets trampled. People step on what they do not understand. So do not rush to explain. Do not rush to announce. Be patient. Patience is not passive. Patience is active discipline. You work every day. You improve quietly. You fail quietly. You learn quietly. This is powerful. When success comes, it feels different. It feels earned. It feels deep. You do not need to say anything. People notice. Surprise creates impact.
When success appears suddenly, people respect it more. They see results, not excuses. This is the reward of silence. You become solid. You become grounded. You become unstoppable. So stop sharing your dreams too early, not forever, just until you are winning. Keep your vision close. Work in silence. Let results speak. Part 2. The hidden dangers of talking too much. Talking feels harmless. It feels normal. Everyone does it. But talking too much has hidden costs. Most people never see them. The first danger is loss of focus. Every time you talk about your dream, your attention moves outward. You think about reactions. You think about opinions. You think about answers. Your mind leaves the work. Focus is fragile. It breaks easily. One long conversation can destroy a day of focus. One negative comment can destroy a week of motivation. This is how talking slows progress. Another danger is confusion. When you ask many people for advice, you get many answers. Most answers conflict. One person says go fast. Another says slow down. One says take risk. Another says be safe. Now your mind is noisy. Noise creates hesitation. Hesitation creates delay. Delay creates regret. People who talk too much often feel stuck. They feel busy, but nothing moves. They confuse discussion with direction. Direction comes from clarity. Clarity comes from silence. The second danger is emotional leakage. Every dream needs emotional strength. Strength comes from belief. When you share your dream, you expose your belief. Belief is sensitive. One careless laugh can damage it. One doubtful look can weaken it. People do not always support you. Sometimes they project fear. They failed before, so they warn you. They gave up, so they advise you to be realistic. Their words are not facts, but your emotions react as if they are.
Emotion affects action. When belief drops, effort drops. When effort drops, results disappear. This is how dreams die quietly. Another danger is loss of self-trust. When you tell everyone your plans, you wait for feedback. You start needing agreement. If people support you, you feel good. If they do not, you feel lost. Now your confidence depends on others. This is dangerous. True confidence comes from inside, not from reactions. When you talk too much, you give away authority. Others become judges of your life. Winners never do this. They listen, they decide, they act. They take responsibility. Talking too much also creates pressure. When you announce your goal, expectations appear. People ask questions. They watch you. Pressure increases. Pressure without progress creates stress. Stress drains energy. Instead of working, you worry. Instead of improving, you explain. Explaining feels productive, but it is not. Another hidden danger is drama. Drama feeds on information. The more you share, the more drama grows. People talk. Stories change. What you said privately becomes public. What you meant kindly becomes misunderstood. Now you must manage problems you never wanted. Drama steals time. Drama steals peace. Peace is required for deep work. Deep work builds excellence. Talking too much also lowers your perceived value. People respect mystery. People respect control. When someone shares everything, it feels careless. It feels unbalanced. When someone speaks little, it feels intentional. It feels strong. Value is not about loudness. Value is about presence. Presence comes from calm. Calm comes from inner stability. Inner stability grows in silence. Another danger is false progress. Talking about goals releases dopamine. Your brain feels rewarded. It feels like achievement, but nothing happened yet. This false reward reduces hunger. Hunger drives action. Without hunger, effort fades. This is why many people start strong and finish nowhere. They celebrated too early. Silence delays celebration. Delay strengthens discipline. Discipline builds results. Talking too much also weakens boundaries. When people know your plans, they feel invited. They ask questions. They ask favors. Your time gets interrupted. Interruptions break flow. Flow creates mastery. Mastery needs protection. Silence protects your time. Time is life. You never get it back. Every unnecessary conversation costs minutes. Minutes become hours. Hours become years. Winners guard their time fiercely. They are polite, but they are firm. They do not explain everything. Another danger is comparison. When you talk openly, people compare. They compare speed. They compare results. Comparison creates pressure or pride. Both are harmful. Pressure causes burnout. Pride causes blindness. Silence removes comparison. You move at your pace. You improve quietly. Growth becomes personal. Another danger is identity trap. When you talk about your dream, people label you. They define you by your words. Now you feel trapped by expectation. If you change direction, you feel guilty. If you adapt, you feel judged. But growth requires flexibility. Silence gives you freedom. Freedom to change. Freedom to learn. Freedom to fail privately. Failure is necessary. Private failure is safe. Public failure is heavy. Silence makes failure lighter. You learn faster. You recover faster. Another danger is emotional exhaustion. Repeating your story drains you.
Repeating problems keeps them alive. Each retelling reopens emotion. Instead of healing, you relive. Silence allows processing. Processing leads to wisdom. Wisdom leads to better decisions. Talking too much also attracts the wrong people. Some listen out of curiosity, some listen for gossip. Few listen to help. Information in wrong hands becomes a weapon. Silence avoids this risk. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Your inner world is sacred. Protect it. Another danger is losing presence. When you talk about the future, you leave the present. But action happens now. Success is built in the present moment. Silence keeps you here. Here is where work happens. Finally, talking too much makes life noisy. Noise creates anxiety. Noise creates distraction. A noisy life feels heavy. Silence simplifies life. Simple life allows depth. Depth creates meaning. Meaning fuels persistence. Persistence creates success. So understand this clearly. Talking is not evil, but uncontrolled talking is costly. Wisdom is knowing when to speak. Strength is knowing when to stay silent. Silence is not hiding. Silence is strategy. You are not weak for being quiet. You are disciplined. You are protecting something valuable. Your future self will thank you. So stop sharing your dreams too early, not because you fear failure, but because you respect your potential. Silence is your shield. Use it. Part 3. How to live quietly and win big. Living quietly does not mean doing nothing. It means doing the right things in silence. This is the final lesson. This is how winners live. The first rule is simple. Decide in private. Do not announce your decision. Do not explain it to everyone. Sit alone. Think clearly. Ask yourself one question. What do I really want? Be honest. No audience, no pressure. Clarity is born in privacy. Once you decide, commit quietly. Commitment does not need witnesses. It needs discipline. Discipline is built in small actions. Wake up early, do the work, repeat. No story, no drama.
The second rule is work before words. If you feel the urge to talk, work instead. Energy wants to move. Guide it into action. Write, practice, build. Let progress replace conversation. Progress creates confidence. Confidence built from action is stable. It does not depend on praise. The third rule is choose 1 or 2 trusted people. Not many, few. These people must meet 3 conditions. They listen more than they speak. They want your growth, not control. They respect your boundaries. If someone fails one condition, stay silent. You do not owe access to everyone. The fourth rule is protect your mornings. Mornings decide the day. Do not start with messages. Do not start with explanations. Start with creation. Silence in the morning creates momentum. Momentum carries you forward. The fifth rule is build routines, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Routines stay. Silent routines are powerful. Same time, same place, same effort. Over time, results compound. Compounding is quiet. The sixth rule is let people misunderstand you. This is hard, but necessary. Not everyone needs clarity. Some confusion protects you. When you explain less, you conserve energy. Misunderstanding is temporary. Results are permanent. The seventh rule is keep failures private. Failure is a teacher, but not a performance. Learn quietly. Adjust quietly. Public failure adds weight. Private failure adds wisdom. The 8th rule is track progress, not opinions. Opinions are noise. Progress is truth. Measure effort. Measure consistency. Do not measure likes. Do not measure praise. The 9th rule is delay celebration. Celebrate when it is real, not when it is planned. Delayed reward strengthens character. Character sustains success. The 10th rule is simplify your life. Remove unnecessary conversations. Remove unnecessary commitments. Simplicity increases speed. Speed comes from focus. The 11th rule is learn to sit with silence. At first, silence feels uncomfortable. That is normal. Discomfort means growth. Stay with it. Soon, silence becomes peaceful. Peace allows deep thinking. Deep thinking creates insight. Insight leads to smart action. The 12th rule is separate identity from goals. You are not your plan. You are the one executing it. If the plan changes, you stay strong. Silence allows flexibility. The 13th rule is let success reveal itself. Do not announce it. Let others notice. Not everyone will notice. That is fine. You do not need everyone. Quiet success attracts the right people. The 14th rule is stay humble. Silence keeps ego small. Small ego learns faster. Learning faster wins long term. The 15th rule is trust time. Time rewards consistency. Silence supports consistency. Now understand this clearly. Winning quietly does not mean hiding forever. It means timing your voice. Speak when your words are backed by results. Then your words carry weight. At that point, sharing inspires others because you are no longer dreaming. You are living proof. This is the moment to speak. Until then, stay quiet. Protect your focus. Protect your energy. Protect your belief. Your dream does not need noise. It needs patience. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of preparation. When you finally win, the silence will make sense. People will ask how. They will wonder when. You will smile because the work was done quietly. This is the way of real winners. Stop sharing your dreams until you are winning. Not because you fear failure, but because you respect success. Let your life speak.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.